Now we're here now with Myra Reed, MD. Myra is from Panama City Beach, and she's a concierge physician. How cool is that?
Yeah.
Like
Royal
Pains right here on 30A or right here on the Emerald Coast. How cool.
Yeah, that's great.
Tell us about how you got started and what
I've actually been in
about.
Panama City for about 23 years, and I first started out as an emergency room physician at Bay Medical, and then worked at a walk-in clinic for while I've had my children. But I've always been board certified in internal medicine. So after having lots of experience with treating patients, not only urgently and in my office, I have my own practice. Back actually September 10th of '01, the day before 9/11. And so I had my practice in Lynn Haven for 3 years, and then I finally decided I was growing so much that I needed a bigger office, and I was one of the first physicians out on the beach across the bridge in Panama City Beach. So I have my own practice there and have been very successful. And you know, medicine has really changed in the last few years, so that's when it's time to start thinking, okay, maybe it's time for me to change.
How do you grow and change, right?
Yes.
So concierge medicine. Now, does that mean little black bag, house calls?
Exactly. In fact, I have a black bag. I carry it with me all the time.
Do you really? Okay, cool.
And I use it a lot.
It looks fuchsia from here, but perhaps that's
right. Yes.
That's just for accent.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, I do. I have a black alligator bag that I got.
Alligator. Well, how cool
yes,
is that?
it's an antique.
Lovely.
And so I keep it in my car. I have everything I need. And
don't tell people that.
So
that
that bag will travel.
Yeah, that's it.
She doesn't leave it in there when she's not
Yeah,
in the
I'm
car.
sure. Okay.
So, so you really work with lesser amounts of individuals,
Yes.
but on a more personal basis.
Yes.
So you really get to know your patients.
Exactly. And I've always been known to know my patients, even though I've had thousands of patients. I had the reputation of being a very personal doctor.
That's terrific.
And you know, and it shows because over the years I've actually would win #1 physician, not only in the Bay County.
I didn't know there was a competition for
There
that.
is.
Well, you know, Emerald Coast, they do.
Yeah.
You know, they have best restaurant, best appetizer, best doctor.
Okay,
Yes,
okay.
yes. So I've won it multiple times with the News Herald newspaper, and that's where
terrific.
the readers vote. And then I also have won it with the Panama City Living magazine.
Right.
It's called the Bay's A's list. And in fact, I won #1 in both of those again this year, surprisingly.
Terrific. Yeah,
So,
Terrific, yes.
but you know, when you do what you love and you help people, that's what
Right,
it's
and
all
that's
about.
it. Yeah,
pays
and
off.
you're good at it. So you do.
Well, I hope
you
so.
are.
Well,
You know, I
you
mean,
must
obviously,
be
if you
passionate.
love it, you always, you know,
Right.
it's
So
easier to do
you
well.
do you currently have room for new patients?
I do.
Okay.
I started this concierge 6 months ago, and so I am going to limit the number of patients that I have, but I'm over halfway of where I would like to be, and so I do have room for.
So
more.
how the concierge? How does that work? Do we like a retainer, almost like you're
Yes.
our attorney or
Exactly,
something? Okay, great.
exactly. It's a retainer. I call it it's an annual fee, and with that you also you can have insurance.
Okay.
So the fee is like having a club membership.
All right.
We do an annual membership fee, and there's an agreement that you sign. And the reason why we have the agreement is because a healthcare attorney drew it up.
Sure.
Because with insurances, you can't say that you're charging insurance because of legal. But basically, the patient will come to see me whenever they need. If they need to come see me, I can use their insurance to bill.
To build
for
their
visits.
their
So
exact
it works
treatments.
both ways. Okay.
Yes, and we draw blood, so their insurance will pay for their lab work. It'll pay for their medications, and if they have emergencies or procedures.
Sure.
then
Okay, and you
that.
said it was
Specific
an annual
treatments.
fee. Do you break it down monthly, or does it have to be does it
Well,
have to be paid annually?
no, we go ahead and do it annually at the beginning of the year. It's paid up front,
Okay.
and
So they're with you for a year, one way or the other.
that's right.
And then,
Yes.
and then you are basically on call. You're
Yes.
you're the on-call physician.
Exactly,
for-
24/7.
Do you work with other physicians? Are other physicians working with you?
Well,
or-
there's another physician in my office, but she's just seeing regular patients. She's not doing the concierge.
That's what
But
I'm
you know what?
asking.
I've really not needed anybody. I mean, no matter where I am or where the patients are, they can call me.
Right, you're on-
You know, with telemedicine, with my smartphone and iPad and computers,
Sure.
and you know, with Viber and Skype and all these, I have patients that
Well, you
just
were
the other
telling
day.
me about somebody.
Yes, they
from
went to Aruba. She left
Exactly.
her medication behind. She called me. I was able to get her medicine sent to Aruba. I had another friend that was a patient that was in Czechoslovakia and Prague, and she was pregnant, having complications, and she vipered me, and I was able to help her. And she, didn't speak the language there, and
Right.
so I was able to help her through telemedicine.
So yeah, so it's wow.
Sounds really cool. Well,
Yep.
it's something to think. And I
It
think
is.
it's kind of a cool.
Well, because people are so much more mobile now, and you also aren't necessarily as neighborhood-y, like you don't have maybe
that's-
have a local physician that you're traveling, you're doing stuff, especially out here on 30A in Panama
But
City.
I think it's
so-
also
Yeah.
a good idea in the way that, like a retainer is
Yeah.
what you said. I mean, there's so much changing with our healthcare systems now, and to know that someone can come to you and stay with you and know that they're going to be able to keep
Oh,
your
keep
services.
your
I mean,
doctor.
that's really
Ah.
that's
No,
something.
you know what is much more than that is that what I'm doing is doing prevention and being proactive. It's not waiting for a problem to happen and then try to fix
And
it.
then try to
or
fix
do-
the symptoms,
What
right.
I'm doing is I'm helping people to recognize things before they occur.
Correct.
And
I
so
see.
I take a very proactive and a natural approach. I try to get people off their medications and reverse their chronic
That's
diseases.
awesome. That's
so I want
awesome.
people to be
Healthy,
healthy,
right.
and naturally healthy.
Instead of
so
trying to
I have a
mask
lot
their
more
symptoms.
time to spend with my patients to help them with that. Instead of
Terrific.
waiting for,
Right.
I don't want to do like, oh, I'll see you every 6 months. No, it's not about that.
Right. It's about starting them out healthy and a healthy
Exactly.
lifestyle.
And that's what my goal is natural medicine.
That's
Well,
terrific.
super.
All right.
Play by-
My contact information is drmyrareed.com, and that is drmyrareed.com at 850-249-5414.
Okay, we got it covered. All right.
Thanks,
thank you so
Myra.
much for
Okay,
joining us.
thank you.
And,
What a pleasure.
guys, stay with us. We got one more to go, and this guy should be pretty interesting. He's been in the Destin area for a long time, and he's going to tell us some stories.
So here we are from both
right.
ends of the beach.
All right.
All right.
We'll be back.